struggling to play. You're going to see playoff Tyloo later on. That scares me, Dinko. Like, what is playoff Tyloo going to look like considering they've dropped 2 maps in the entire group stage? But that's later on, of course. We are now into Nuke, which is ViCi's playground. And considering it's their map pick and considering how Train went, if I'm Lucid, I don't even know how to approach this.
I don't think you can approach it. That's the issue. Lucid Dream have looked so terrible at times on this map, and I think that's a real bad way of putting it, but the rotations are not looking good. The rotations are awful, in fact. The communication isn't on point. A lot of mistakes being made. I mean, they are able to make Nuke competitive against some of the weaker mid-table teams, but against ViCi, the best team on this map in the region, it just isn't going to work. You're going to have to know how to rotate. You're going to have to know how to execute towards outside. And they just don't really know how to do that too well. So unfortunately, especially with their current situation and sort of the mentality, I'm sure, within the team, worsened by the fact that they just got beat 16-4 on their own map pick, coming into Nuke, I just do not see a world in which Lucid Dream even make this close.
I just don't know how to look at it, right? I mean, it is obviously, you need context. You have context that when it comes to Lucid Dream, that as an org, that this lineup, this is probably its final game and maybe even its potential final map they're going to be playing here. And looking at Nuke, Dinka, how many times have you seen teams on the T side have these massive gaps in the smoke where even Mitch would fit through, and you're just getting slaughtered through the gap? And then you look at ViCi, how they play the T side is a complete 180. They look so much better. And here we go. PDC, nice shot there. Jamyoung's going to fall, and PDC, there we go. Much better. Lucid looking like they want to take the fight here. PDC just tapping them away. That is a way to start the round. That is a way to start the map. And we actually, I know it's a little early, Dinko, but we might have a map in our hands. Maybe not but a map.
That's certainly a good showing to start off things on the CT side, just cleaning up the pistol round, especially because in both pistol rounds, they have been destroyed by Jamyoung back-to-back on Train. So I guess a little bit of fight back in Lucid Dream. Nice to see. And while ViCi haven't gone for the force buy just yet, I don't think we will be seeing it. A tactical timeout being pulled out immediately? Now that is interesting from ViCi.
I like that. Advent, you know, we talk about Big Brain Advent, but I think he's been putting in some hours in the good old deathmatch as well. He's been getting some kills pretty regularly, pretty consistently, and he's been one of the weak points when it comes to your fragging department for ViCi, I've noticed. And yes, it's been against some of the lower tier opposition, but then when you have Jamyoung, Zoking, Kazi, and Almond in your team, it's never going to be easy to find those frags, right? You're going to have to fight for them. But it's good to see that Advent is showing that it's not just the brains, he's got the trigger finger as well. And here we go, force buy after a very quick tactical timeout. Let's see what they have in store for us here, ViCi. Oh. That's not ideal.
That's a lot of damage being done. Oh, another shot. Zoking just dropping to his death. PTC shuts down Jamyoung. That's a nice shot. And, well, not really worked out here for ViCi, has it? Force buy's gone. Doesn't work at all. Zoking drops his own death. That's job done. It's on the Almond to see how much damage he can do. I don't know if that's going to be a whole lot.
You say that, Dinko.
Well, that's already too much. Let's see if he gets more here. He's under pressure. Finally, PTC arrives to shut him down. That was a little scary, I have to say. But nonetheless, 2-0 from Lucid Dream. They get rid of the force buy, and now they should be going on a bit of a tear because there isn't a whole lot to play with at all for ViCi. But here we get to see... Oh, no. So he actually gets slowed in the air and just kind of mid-jump. And that just slows him too much to not carry the momentum through and hits the deck. Now, at least he didn't give the kill on over to the CT side. It was more of a suicide.
Yeah, assisted suicide. We do have the eco now finally, but there is a drop on down. 789. He knows his player across. Oh, Jamyoung gets a dink, but doesn't quite get the kill at that range of blocks. And really not going to do much. And this should be the round here. I don't see anything Zoking's going to be able to do. Flawless start from Lucid Dream, and so far pretty much a flawless start coming out from the Thai side on ViCi's map pick. So already they're 1 round shy of tying up their the total rounds they got on Train. So yeah, looking good.
I mean, that's either a positive or a negative, depending on which way you look at it, but in this case, certainly a positive if they want to stay alive in this series. Or at least make it competitive here. Yeah, I've already highlighted the fact that it is a very difficult scenario to compete against ViCi on this map. But Lucid Dream so far so good, and moving into this first gun round, we get to see if this is the Lucid Dream that will be showing up on Nuke. It's Leaf. A confident angle in towards the ramp room. Will ViCi be ready for it? The answer is no from Zoking, but Jamyoung able to reply. That Molotov prevents Fox from getting involved and prevents him from being able to reply with a kill. Now that means that ViCi can just run straight in towards the lower bomb site.
The Camp 789 ready. It's been smoked on off though. It's not going to open the door. Oh, a little too late and a little off target as well. So bomb down. Now Advent's down to 12 HP. However, Kaze, Almond, and Jamyoung, all full HP. They got the AKs. They even have a smoke. And Almond, well, there we go. Almond and Kaze, they strike simultaneously. And now it's a 4v2. PDC with the scout. He was good earlier, but this might be a little bit too much to ask of him. He's got a deagle out. It's a bit of damage, and he just should be falling on back here. There's no point really going for this. There's no need to give away your weapons. He's looking away the wrong time. And Almond, he threads the needle and finds 2 kills. Almost lining them up, in fact. I actually lined them up. And both of them were in events when he dropped down Dinka. Not expecting Almond with a very, very late flank. And that's a way for ViCi to bounce back. They lose just to 1 man. And that is going to be the first round for the Chinese-Malaysian mix. How are they not... how are they not ready for that? How?
Well, outside push coming in from ViCi, sending multiple players this way. The smokes are up, the spam on through. As Fox is trying to take these players down as they go on in towards the lower bomb site. ViCi haven't really taken a whole lot of damage. They aren't going to have too many problems coming their way until they get to this lower site to see if Lucid Dream have anything up their sleeve. And Zoking swings open the decon door, the smoke coming into a last safe passage to the bomb site. And while ViCi already through, looking solid, checking the corners, realized the bomb site's empty. The only real issue for them is PTC close by, and well, not really much of an issue either. He's forced away, but Alman gets the double kill. That's what we like to see from Alman. He's the lurker, and he's showing up 3 kills, and that's the round done. He's on his own, and he just shows up with a 3k. You can't do anything about that. If you're Lucid Dream and you're getting shut down by the flank to cut off the rotations, he's getting 3 kills. You're done. You just cannot win this round at all.
And that was after they decided to go for the save, Dinko. They had made up their minds. They're going to go for the save. We saw PDC falling back from ramp. And what... Oh, okay. John just gets completely, utterly destroyed. And PDC might save the AWP, which he will. No one's really going for the hunt. But yeah, how is the flank allowed to get a 3k like that? How? We'll find out right now with the replay coming up here. Dude, how is he here? How is he even here? Like, how is he allowed to go there to be in lockers with no one having any information, Dinko? That's not allowed. You can't play Nuke City side like that.
Well, it's going to be capitalized upon by Alman every single time, and that's the issue for Lucid Dream. It's now their great start, their flawless beginning is starting to crumble down around them, and it's a quick play from ViCi in towards the ramp, and PTC, he has got the AWP, he's under pressure. His teammate Leaf trying to help him out, keeps PTC alive, but he's gone, he's out of there. Alman finds another kill, and the kills just keep raining on in for Alman. He's having such a good time. He's been probably one of the players that's really elevated in performance consistently throughout this tournament for ViCi. I've seen some talk in social media and Reddit and discussions that maybe Alman's a player that needs to be removed from this team, but I really don't think so. He's such a solid player. I think he's really proven that throughout this tournament.
He has. But when it comes down to the must-win games, I still feel like he's too inconsistent for my liking, especially considering how he's been around this the scene for quite a while. I still say someone like Flying is still an upgrade over Alman, but I do agree with you. I mean, you gotta give the guy credit that so far in PAL 2020 he has been a force to be reckoned with. PDC, this is a very uncomfortable position if you have an Optinko. It's a very, very narrow. It's always hard to aim up It's always hard to aim vertically, especially when you have a scope rifle, and that was the AWP taken away from the CD side. Now, yes, they can go for the buy, Dinko, but no AWP for PDC this time around, and with that, ViCi have tied things up, and the money is looking ridiculous. The past couple of rounds, I think they lost one player. That's it. 11 kills for Almond, and the rest of his team have a combined total of 4 kills. That's... what?
He's kind of having a free reign of the map. He's able to go wherever he wants. And that's the issue for Lucid Dream, is the fact they can't shut down any of the space they're giving ViCi. And even when they figure out, maybe we can shut down Alman, maybe we can get our setup going on the CT side that prevents us from giving him so much space. Well, that's when ViCi can fall back on their tactics to force space their way. And that's what makes ViCi so solid. They don't need to have to go to these tactics against the lower tier teams, but they often have that in their back pocket once Lucid Dream figure out what to do. And whether that'll be the case, who knows? But right now, ViCi have a lot going for them. Going to be Lucid Dream with the rifles, a little bit of SMG presence. And this has to be a round win if they're going to compete or continue to compete at the start of this first half.
I just hope for ViCi that at the end of the series, well, looking at how comfortable it's looking, especially for someone like Advent, right? They don't get a little complacent and they be like, oh, we can make this work. No, I don't think Tyler and Invictus are going to give you that much space. They check all the angles. Leaf being very sneaky, but he will be found out. He was a player with the MP9, though, so that's fine. He was holding a position where he could potentially go for some of his close-range duels. ViCi to do a very good job of getting ram control and then not overextending, right? Zoking finds Fox in the meantime and is all alone towards Secret, mind you. And the fact that ViCi are getting these opening duels, which is so scary, and how does PDC not win that duel? I thought he'd get the kill on the Advent and then he'd get traded, but they're just getting picked apart, Dinko. They're getting picked apart. John Olsen's left alone, and it's a 1v5.
I mean, he's in a world that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense for Lucid Dream. John Olsen turns around and catches up. Zoking now has an AK, but it's short-lived. He should be going down very, very quickly here. Players all over the place, and he's going to fall to Alman, continuing to feed the beast. 12-4 right now. He is having such a performance in this series across the board, both maps so far. We are now 8 rounds deep. We've played 7 rounds, Blur. And he's already got 12 kills. 2 kills for everyone else.
Oh, man, oh man, oh man.
that is ridiculous. 2 kills for every other player and 12 on Alman. Don't see that often.
You know what's even more scary, stats-wise? The past 4 rounds, ViCi have won. They've lost 3 players. In 4 rounds, ridiculous. Which they've won, they've lost 3 players. That's just domination.
We didn't get to see the T side of ViCi much on Trin, so I'm glad we're getting a little bit of it here on Nuke, and I'm impressed. I'm enjoying this T side. No one's really had to do anything other than Alman and a couple of kills when called upon from the rest, but I think actually Zoking's on 3 kills. Remember, he had to kill himself. So he's had a little bit of impact. And now Zoking looking for another, but he loses the P250 duel. At that range, the P250 wins the in-battle. Now that is a little bit funny, but Alman, of course, he's here. He's ready. He's cleaning up another. He's aware of the possibility of a flank. And well, Jam Young cuts open John Olsen. Now they move it towards the lower bomb side. 35 seconds on the clock. PTC arriving with the Deagle in towards the lower side itself. And Advent, he's pushed up, but does PTC check this corner? Does he think that Advent could be so close? And it doesn't really matter now. PTC goes down. Advent gets rid of him. And it's 5-3. ViCi only lose 1 player in this round.
So 5 rounds and they've lost 4 players. I have my Bacchus right next to me. I'm just like keeping tabs. This is CD side. for Lucid Dream. Yes, they had an incredible start. The pistol round was clean as you like it. Second round from ViCi, second and third of obviously like a force up and just the pistols. They didn't have much utility. But the moment ViCi got their hands on the rifles, it's just been so utterly one-sided. It makes Train look a little bit more competitive, and that's not a good sign, Dinko. We do see aggression coming out now from Lucid Dream. I think they've had enough, and about time. PDC walking up all alone, all by his lonesome, AWP in hand. But it might be a little too late. Look at where the T's are. Good night, folks.
Goodbye. King getting rid of him, and now 7 at 9 playing in towards Heaven. He's got such a good position, but he's got so many angles to worry about. It comes down to timing, whether he looks the right way at the right time. ViCi really taking their time here. And well, 789 has been spotted. Doesn't matter. He takes down Jam Young, and now he stays up in Heaven. A minute on the clock, and ViCi, this is one of the rounds they're going to have to actually fight for. King comes down to whether or not he can win this duel, because 789 has been solid in towards Heaven. He's fully committed to the position of King. And he might just get aggressive around this corner. And now it comes down to 789 finding the kill quickly. But that is just instantaneous death provided by the AK-47 of King. Now John Olsen trying his best to anchor that A-bomb site. But the kills, they keep coming in. They keep raining in for this ViCi roster. PTC, he's out of there. And that's 2 players going down for ViCi and a 6th round picked up. Lucid Dream are struggling.
Struggling is an understatement, Dinko. This is just brutalization. Absolutely smashed. There are 3 players in 16,000. And the other 2 are over 10k.
That's more than overtime.
Yeah, more than 10k, right? It's ludicrous. 6 rounds in a row for ViCi. And 6 kills. 7 kills for Lucid so far in the past 6 rounds? That's not good enough. I'm sorry, that is not good enough at all. PDC, he's gonna aggress again. And that's at least some information gleaned. And if timing works out here for him, well, never mind. Almond, well, he's just ready and waiting. And now, ViCi knows, that Lucid knows, that there's no one towards the lobby. The Deagle's doing a bit of damage. This is good. Kaze, I'm not a big fan of him taking this fight here. There's no need. Okay, that works. Fox not expecting 2 players there, and
I love how he jumps up, still gets shut down. And they just quickly relocating the crosshair vertically, taking him down, and now ViCi look to try and close this round. John also does have an AK-47 that he's managed to pull off the battlefield. But Leaf just on the Deagle. He has done significant damage, but no kill yet for Leaf. He'll walk forward around the corner. 2 players lie. So clearing out this door area is going to be difficult. Alman just waiting for them to come on by. Holds the tight corner and he gets 1. Can't spray away, so it's Kaze that gets the trade kill. And it's 7-2. That's the most damage Lucid Dream have been able to do since the 4th round.
it's also here's the thing, all right? Let's look at the bright side of a Lucid Dream. Yeah, you're 7-3 down, but well, at least you have a buy now. And remember, you did get 3 rounds, the pistol and the following anti-eco, so there's definitely some breathing space for you. If you can maybe get to, like, I know 8 rounds might be asking a little bit too much considering how ViCi seems to be an unstoppable train right now, but hey, if you get 5 rounds, if you get maybe 6, that's something to work with. PDC opens it up, nice opening pick, and he's gonna go for the flick, misses a Jam Young and Advent. Quick trades. It's a 3v3. Now jamming down 15 HP, giving a little bit of an advantage to the CTs on his retake, but a bomb will be planted. And it's down to 7, 8, 9. Fox and John Olsen, but Alman, he's gonna get another kill on the flank. And now it's 2v3.
I really just don't understand why Lucid Dream are not ready for Alman being outside. Finally, they deal with him. 789 takes him down, and now Jam Young and Advent, a 2 versus 2. Looking for the retake of the B-bomb site. ViCi just very simple counter-strike. 4 players rush ramp. We send Alman outside. That should be enough. I mean, they effectively trade in towards the ramp area. Jam Young gets rid of 789. Now it's just John Olsen, and he's going to be shut down as well. 8-3. I mean, they do hemorrhage a couple of players on that ramp rush, but they trade efficiently enough to get in towards the lower bomb site. And Alman does his job finding at least 1 kill towards the outside area. So 8-3. ViCi already won the half by 1 round coming out of the T side. But looking at the investment from Lucid Dream and the fact that they haven't been able to compete in 8 rounds, it's definitely looking like it's going to be more.
Almost 169 ADR. My man.
It is disgusting. It really is.
Oof. The thing is, everyone else has been doing the job as well. Like Jam Young is winning so many duels, getting the trades. Advin's been getting some crucial kills. Kazi's been getting almost 1 kill every round with the AWP as well. On the T side of Nuke, mind you. And yet, Almond is just dominating, just lurking, solo, aggro lurk entering. I don't even know how to define his role anymore.
It's something. Here's a nice AK skin.
That is very flaw.
I think the Asian players have some of the best skins in the scene.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Have you seen a scout? Have you seen the scout in the hands of PDC, the one with the eyeball sticking out? That's my favorite. One of my favorite skins of all time.
Cool. The glove combo as well here. It's definitely fashionable.
Oh yeah, like you should see some of the players. Like everything is color coded. It's like it's got themed and everything, and they care about the fashion, Dinko. If only some of the other teams cared more about winning games as well, as much as you do care about the skins. I feel like Asian CS would be a much better space here.
Oh, well, Fox gets rid of Zo King. John Olsen just descends into the hut and takes himself 1 away. Almond just gets absolutely dismantled. Now the AK is in his hands, but Jam Young never really seems to let up. He's always focused. He's always honed in these rounds, and that's something that is so impressive from Jam Young and admirable as well. He'll never zone out. Even if it gets against the pistols, he still takes the round incredibly seriously, makes the right decisions, and he's pulled ViCi out of a lot of holes, I feel like, especially in train. There was just a couple of scenarios where they could have crumbled in towards the A bomb site, but Jam Young gets a huge amount of kills.
Let's talk about, 9-3. It's wasn't it 3-0? Weren't we like
it was, yep, 9 rounds
putting
in a row
up a fight? Oh no!
Another opening kill.
Does he have? I don't know.
I mean, in the previous round, he just opens the door and takes the kill towards Mini. This round, he gets it towards Ramp. I mean, anywhere Kaze goes, it's death for Lucid Dream.
Okay, I'm just looking at the stats right now. Kazi's only had 2 opening kills so far. That was his second.
Yeah, that's the only ones I remember. For the most part, actually, he's been... haven't really been using him as the key to open up the rounds. He's kind of been very simple rushes towards the ramp or contact plays towards outside a lot of the rounds. So now they've actually started to use Kaze as the player to open things up. And I think ViCi are kind of just keeping their game interesting, adapting on the fly, changing things up, keeping Lucid Dream guessing. And that's going to cause issues because Lucid Dream, we know they're a team without much experience in terms of playing with this roster. So figuring out how you're going to play against ViCi on the fly in the T side, that ain't going to happen. It just isn't. So I like this from ViCi. They're keeping things different. And it's exciting to watch.
It is definitely exciting, but not if you're a Lucid Dream fan. Fox spots a player, spots 2 of them out. I like this from him. Patience, but he had a little bit of a tiny window there, Dinko, to maybe get 2 kills. But jamming him down, that's a big win. And he's going to find another one. That's great. That's great from Fox. Neutralizing the man advantage and actually snatching it back for his team. Advent spots out a player. He knows where one of them is. John Olsen. And Advent slowly sneaking up here. He might actually get the kill here. Doesn't know which direction John Olsen's going to be looking towards. The timing is absolutely atrocious, but a flash comes in. 5 seconds, there's no time remaining. It's a 1v1. Kaze looking desperately for PDC. I don't even know why PDC climbs up the ladder. It's just not worth it. And there you have it. They have broken the streak, Dinko, and they get to 4 rounds.
Yeah, and I think that's just a big swing. The time was a little bit too low there for ViCi. Avent had to get that kill. He plants in front of the bomb site, and because of that, the player from the squeaky door can run in front of him. Obviously, you don't want to plant below heaven because you have no cover from your teammate. Just a little bit unfortunate they couldn't get that kill, and the player just sprinting in to try and deny the bomb plant. So that's a fantastic job done by Lucid Dream towards the end of the round. Although, it did take a huge hero play. That multi-kill from Fox is the reason they won that round. And you can't really rely upon that every single time. So now this is an opportunity for Lucid Dream to potentially get the last 2 remaining rounds of this half.
Look at the rotation taking place, mind you. I think 3 players are already towards ramp. Also want to point out, we had Droney Mug Drone face come up and call Almond the utility file. I'm gonna call him the Grim Reaper, at least for this map. It's just an unstoppable. Again, look at his position. Look at the amount of information he's just gleaning for his team as his lower bomb site will be taken by ViCi. No reply, but PDC finds a kill. That's good. But Almond, again, 2 kills on the lurk, on the flank. Zoking finds PDC. Almond will finally be put to rest. But this is the work done here, as it's all in Fox now in a 1v3. He was a hero the previous round, but this might be a little bit too much to ask of the man. How does Almond get so many multi-kills on the flank? I don't know.
It's unbelievable. It really is. They're just not ready for him. He's in the shadows. He just strikes and takes them down. And Jamyang with another. I mean, Jamyang's scoreline right now, 9-6. It's respectable. But when you compare it to Almond, it's just nothing. 21-9. Like, what? What is that? That's what a lot of players will finish on if they've had a good game. And he's just showing up. And Zoking, a little bit of a whiff spray towards the end here, so Advent has to save him, and at least that happens for him. I have to say though, I did have a little chuckle to myself when Hawker said in the pre-show, it's going to be fun to watch the AWP comparison between Kaze and PTC.
There is no comparison.
He definitely is sadistic if he finds that fun.
There is no comparison. I mean, yeah, you could compare it, but yeah, it is quite painful here as we do enter the final round of this first half. And already the opening kill going the way of ViCi. The one thing about Zoking's playstyle, right? He lives and dies by the spray. He will go for the full spray no matter what the scenario is. Like, he doesn't go for the taps, never goes for the bursts. There's a lack of a little bit of versatility for him when it comes to that, but he somehow, with that insane mouse movement, makes it work. What are you doing, PDC? What's going on?
I think they both tried to go up the vent. One of them was standing in a Molotov. PGC kept trying to move forward, and the teammate kept blocking him. We just kind of give up into a little ridge, and well, still alive at least. Leaf up with a sight towards A, trying to take fights. He does get rid of Kaze. Now pulls the decoy. Can he find more? The answer is no. Zoking is there, and PTC goes down as well. 11-4 at the half from ViCi. Now they had a 12-3 half on Trin and were able to close it. 11-4 on Nuke. Could be the same scenario here. Lucid Dream desperately need this pistol round. They won the first half pistol, and that kind of I don't really want to talk about that because it makes it even worse. They won the pistol round at the first 3 rounds, and then they won one round in the rest of the entire first half.
You gotta say, like, look, I get it, right? Just to try and put on my serious face, I get it. You have lost support from your org, and the rumors I hear is that John Alton's moving on to a different game. PDC is already getting offers by other teams, and the other 3 players are going to stick together and maybe play under another different org. Now, with that in mind, it has to be demotivating. I won't lie, it has to be rough here. But at the same time, oh my God, how do you not check the angle? How do you not check that angle? How do you not check the angle? That was a nail, Dinko. That was a nail. That was the nail of this lineup. This is it. It's a wrap.
Yeah, you can hear Hell's Bells right now for them. This is not going well. Just look at that.
No one checks. No one checks.
Almond and Jamyang just minced them to pieces. That's unbelievable. Almond, another 3 kills added to the tally. 24-11. We've got ourselves 4 rounds away from victory for ViCi. The Lucid Dream haven't fully invested into this. They want to get the rifles out as quickly as they possibly can. But it's not really looking too good for them. It's going to be a spray from Kaze. Good kill from 789. Kaze going down. Almond trying his best with his M4, but PTC takes him down on the Glock. Now, what is this round play? What is going on here, ViCi? Clean this up, please. Thank you very much. And Jamyang, he replies.
Losing with rifles to Glocks at that range is something you don't see that often. But hey, credit to Lucid Dream, right? They almost make it work. At least a couple of kills there. Although I don't think ViCi are in any danger of losing the round. But yeah, just trying to finish up my thought there. For Lucid Dream, it is... You will be demotivated. You're playing against one of the better teams, one of the best teams in PAL 2020 summer. But I still expected a better showing from them. They're a team in many regard as probably the 2nd best team in Southeast Asia. But this is what they have as a lost hurrah. Maybe there's only one half-decent team in the entirety of Southeast Asian Counter-Strike, which is Beyond. Ren's been knocked out. This is what Lucid Dream have to show for us here on in the first playoffs game. It's just disappointment for the Southeast Asian region, which at one point boasted so many good teams, Dinko. They posted so many good teams. At one point, they were even better than the Chinese teams. And how far the region has fallen. As we're down to a 4v4, though. AKs in hand.
I think we just need to see the return of Jigadude, just so I can say their name over and over again.
What a classy name. I miss him.
Jigadude. Brilliant. Just kind of rolls off the tongue.
Jigadude. Wasn't that for a DreamHack Masters?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
The Thailand qualifier. Oh, 55 seconds in play.
Although that was an Asian qualifier, but
yeah, it was an Asian qualifier, but it seemed like the Thai teams were the only ones that got the memo. Jamyang, gets aggressive. 7-8-9 is there. The headshot picked up, and he's out of there. Now the push comes through. A man advantage in play for the T side. They run on in. It's Alman. Gonna be looking for the headshot. Leaf is gonna go down, and Alman's still alive. Oh, okay, through the smoke, denies the bomb plant, and now he will finally go down. He didn't even mean that kill, Blair.
It's just unfortunate. Like, nothing is going the way of Lucid. But 2v2 bomb down, something to work with. John Alton and Fox, the two players who have stepped up so far, and it's all on Mr. Advent, someone who, in an ideal world, you want to put in a situation like that. But John Alton, 3K, and Lucid Dream, they get one more round than what they got in train. So that's a little bit of a win. And they have kind of broken ViCi's money, but ViCi are like, you know what, screw you, we're just gonna buy up. Unnecessary aggression from Jamyang there, I feel.
Yeah, that's something we don't usually say about Jamyang. He's generally, especially in this series, made the right decisions. But Kaze has an AWP. Now that is definitely something to keep an eye on, and that's why. Good opening kill, PTC just running out the top of Silo. It's taken down immediately. The man advantage in play for the CT side, followed up by Advent, who just swings around, slaps John Olsen in the face. And now moving forward to try and find his AK, which he has now recovered. Just so everyone knows, just to confirm, this was a lower buy from ViCi. They had weaker weapons in play. Pistols, XM, MP9s in play. Just the one AWP. But now, they might potentially win this round with a two-man advantage.
Jamyang doing the smart thing, falling back. It's fine, you can give it ramp control. There's no need to fight. It's a 5v3. Go for the retakes if you want. Deep smoke. Fox won't be really fancying his chances of pushing out from Squeaky. He's going to be waiting. Some aggression from the CTs. Nothing being showing up. Alman. Auto shotty. Towards vents. And Leaf, well, from the heavens, Kaze will strike. 2v5 now. How has this all gone wrong, Dinko?
I really do not know. Well, 79, he's gone out of there. Zilken Advent with
Flawless.
the kills. And yeah, not a single player falling in that kind of round. That's just inexcusable, really. Now they're looking for map and series point. Yeah, I think that's a nice little round for ViCi. We lose one round. Let's take a little force buy. We'll see what we can pick up. Doesn't really matter. We'll take their 4 AKs. We'll just take them all. What is going on? This is ridiculous. ViCi, now they've got the economic advantage alongside obviously a huge lead. So this should be them taking it over the line. Should be 15-5. That's map and series point. And Lucid Dream, probably one more round left in them here in this tournament. Or in this current form.
That was basically an Amazon delivery service for AK-47s. There we go. At least got the bomb down, Dinko, but I don't really fancy the chances there. John Alton going to be sneaking in from behind. He does find a kill. AK picked up. But now they're going to be a couple of CDs looking his direction. And 2 of them, in fact. Jamyang finds a frag. EDC left alone. They know exactly where he is. There's enough time to go for the defuse. He's going to come and try and make a little bit of a nuisance, but there's nowhere he's going to prevent that. The bomb wasn't even planted for him. At least get the bomb down, but honestly, very, very small consolation. 15-5. ViCi, they're about to win this series, Dinko, without allowing Lucid Dream to get double digits in both maps combined. That's a rough showing.
That's a pretty wild statistic. And Lucid Dream, this could be the final time we see this team as they head out into round 21. It's ViCi with the AWP in the hands of Kaze, the AK-47, 748 one SCF for Alman. The smoke's up towards outside with the utility being bombarded over the top. I'll come back out of their spots. And now they can just sit back, idly by 789. The door ready to open up. Zoking in such a good position. Alman, of course, he's going to find the opening kill. Leaf gets rid of him, but there's the follow-up kill. 789 swings the door open, and Zoking's there for the headshot.
30 bomb for Alman. But I don't think Lucid are done yet. Here, Fox finds Kaze, and all of a sudden, it's a 1v3 Advent. Mr. In-game leader, with that magnificent brain encased in that skull of his, left in a 1v3, and he finds one. He's down to 19 HP. He's gonna be going for the long route. This is an interesting decision from him.
Just don't fall, please. That would be, that's always going through your mind. And what? He dives in towards the site. Now moving forward to the right side, in behind the event, but the bomb is planning on B. What? Alwyn? Hello? Advin? Hello? There's no one on the floor. And 6 rounds for Lucid Dream. Just one more needed for ViCi. And finally, well, seems like a little bit of fight in Lucid Dream at the moment. Backs against the ropes.
They get a 10 rounds, Dinko. 10 rounds, Train and you combined. They defy whatever I said.
Small wins.
So.
It's a small wins in life.
It is a small wins in life, I agree. That is something which we got to look forward to. In this day and age, finally, Lucid Dream, they have a better buy than ViCi for a change. Actually, no, they had a better buy earlier, which they lost. And Kaze with AWP, PDC not expecting Almond to push into the smoke. Are they going to lose like this again? Yes, they're going to lose the SMGs, aren't they? It's a 2v4. 7, 8, 9 on the leaf left to deny what is looking like the inevitable. And the last rights, Dinko, I guess you can read them.
Well, this round is not going to be the round they wanted to close on, but there it is. 16-6. ViCi will take the series 2-0 and progress on to the next stage of the playoffs. Now, ViCi, I think that's the statement they were looking to make coming into this. The fact that they're not going to lose rounds against